Ladies and gentlemen, this is Yahya Razak on educational tips. It's been quite a while since we met, but I believe everybody is in good condition. So this afternoon, or let me just say this day, we are going to look at a very important topic in English language, which is essay. Or let me put it this way, essay writing. Now, when we talk of essay writing means that you are expressing your personal opinion on a particular theme, subject, or topic. Should I come again? When you talk of essay or essay writing, it means that you are making use of, or you are writing your own opinion about a particular subject, a theme, or a topic. Your own personal opinion. When we are asked to write when we are asked to write essays, we'll be given the same questions, but then we are going to write different things because we have different points to develop. Now, before we go into the nitty-gritty of essay and types of essay, now there is a very important part of essay writing. There are most students, if I can say all students, let me just say most students, they don't normally make use of in the correct way. At least they don't seem to understand what it means, or what it stands for, or its usefulness. And what is that? Paragraph. If you ask many students today what is paragraph, they will tell you the space when you want to start a new paragraph. Now, that space is not the paragraph per se. That space is just telling us that this is a new paragraph. That space is called indentation. That space is just like a signpost or like a signboard telling us that, okay, this is where you are. You are in a particular location. That space is telling us that it's like a signpost telling us that you are in a particular location. That space, I repeat, that space is not the paragraph. It's just telling us that this is a new paragraph. But then, what is a paragraph? A paragraph is, I want us to listen very well, and I want us to take note very well. A paragraph is a group of related sentences. Should I come again? A paragraph is a group of related sentences. Now, what do you mean by group of related sentences? A paragraph explains so many things. But then, in a paragraph, we say related sentences, which means that a paragraph is more than a sentence. It's more than two sentences. The least a paragraph can be, that is, the least the sentences in a paragraph can be is 4. That is 4 sentences. A paragraph answers so many questions. What happened? Where it happened? How it happened? Why it happened? And to who? Now, in a paragraph, if we look very carefully, there is a particular sentence. I said it earlier that a paragraph is a group of related sentences. Now, there is a particular sentence in that paragraph that is the most important sentence in that particular paragraph. There is a particular sentence that is the most important sentence in the paragraph. And that sentence is called topic sentence. What did I call it? Topic sentence. Now, the topic sentence carries all the necessary information, everything that we need to know about that particular paragraph. What is now the functions of other sentences in that paragraph? I mentioned that a paragraph explains so many things: why, how, where, why. So it is those other sentences that will now tell us, okay, what happened in the topic sentence now? Who did it happen to? How did it happen? Where did it happen? Why did it happen? I hope I'm making myself clear. So that is what we mean when we talk of paragraph. Once again, that small space that most students, even some adults, that space that most people believe is the paragraph is not the paragraph. It is called indentation. Paragraph is more than that too. A paragraph is group of related sentences. I hope that is clear to us. Now, let's now go back to what we mean by essay. You know, we need to do what? We need to know, we need to understand what we mean when we talk of essay writing. We need to know what we mean by paragraph, because we are going to arrange our points in what? Paragraph. In paragraph, that is, we arrange our points paragraph by paragraphs. You know, in English language, unlike other subjects, you don't number. You don't say 1, you don't say 2, you don't say 3. You explain, you give your points through what? Through paragraphs. Now, when we now talk of essay, as I said earlier, we have essay is, you try to express your own opinion about a particular subject, topic, or thing. Now, how many paragraphs do we now have? We have 4. Namely, we have what is called the expository essay, we have what is called the argumentative essay, we have what is called the expository essay, and then we have what is called the narrative essay. Should I come again? We have 4 different types of different types of essay. We have what is called the expository essay, the argumentative essay, and the descriptive essay. Now, each of these essays, each of these essays has its own peculiar way that it is written. The way you write argumentative essay is different from the way you write narrative essay. Narrative essay is different from expository. Expository is different from descriptive, and so on, like that. So now, when we need to understand how these essays are written. Let's start with expository essay. Expository essay. Now, what do we mean when we talk of expository essay? Or what do we mean by expository? Now, expository is a word, an adjective that is derived from the word expose. And what do we mean by expose? That is, making things unknown before, making it known to many people, to make what is not clear, what many people do not understand, or what they don't even know at all before. We now make it clearer, we explain it, and so on, like that. So we want us to stop here for today. So when next we meet, we'll continue our discussion on expository essay. So until then, thank you very much. God bless you. Do have a nice day. Thank you very much.